Now comes the fun part. The cantor gives the sermon. So first, before I start this sermon, I want to do two things. First is to let you know a little disclaimer. Part of this was inspired by a talk that my father gave a couple of High Holy Days ago, and so part of it is inspired by that. The other part I want to do before is I want to involve some congregational participation. And I want to ask all of you, if you're willing to, raise your hand to give thanks for something that you or your family members are thankful for. Anybody want to? Yes.
I'm thankful for Seth.
Of course, and I am thankful for Seth as well. Judy. And me, thank you. Thank you, Judy, for inviting me to your home yesterday. It was such a blessing. And I am thankful for them as well. It was wonderful meeting them. Yes.
My new great-granddaughter.
New great-granddaughter, Mazel Tov. Isn't that wonderful? Anybody else? Yes.
I'm grateful to have my daughter and two friends who had me to their home yesterday for Thanksgiving.
Isn't that a blessing? Isn't that a blessing?
Cantor Dan,
Yes.
and I'm thankful that you're doing the sermon tonight and not me.
Well, at least one of us thankful for that. Yes. Yes, that is a blessing. That is such a blessing. Yes.
Thankful for being here.
Thankful for being here. I am thankful that you are here too. Yes.
Thank you for 99 years.
99 years. What a blessing. What a blessing. What a blessing. So this does not answer our one true question as to why we are here. And that question is, why does everybody think they sound amazing when they're singing in the shower? This was a hard question to answer, but I asked our wonderful Rabbi Google what the answer was, and Rabbi Google said this: in the shower, you are surrounded by hard, smooth surfaces that bounce the sound back and forth to you. That gives your voice more power, more gravitas, turning up the volume. Because the sounds are bouncing around, some of them take longer to reach your ear and give that sort of like reverb style, like you're in a big hall. And it stretches out the sound. It makes it richer and fuller, and you sound great, don't you? To summarize, the shower creates an echo chamber that reinforces your voice so that it sounds more pleasant to your ears. This experience can be uplifting, freeing, and even fun. However, there are new types of electronic echo chambers that have been created over the past decades that take this effect and turn it into a tool for manipulation. Social media sites that once started as merely a way of connecting people with similar interests and hobbies have now turned into a conglomeration of individually isolated social bubbles that not only sort us by our favorite hobbies or what school we went to, but also by our ideological, religious, and moral leanings. And we gobble up the filtered information presented to us religiously. This presents a challenge, especially when dealing with family. And I mention this because it is Thanksgiving. In this week's Torah portion, first, Vayeshev, issues arise between Joseph and his brothers. Their father, Jacob, who was recently renamed Israel, seems to favor Joseph over his other sons. And Joseph's brothers, Vayisneu oto velo yachlu dabro l'shalom, hated him and could not speak to him peacefully. This rift only grew wider as Joseph told his family of his dreams, the dreams that, when interpreted, stated that he would reign over his brothers. As the youngest, this was unheard of. There was no talk of honest discussion or reaching out to the young, most likely confused Joseph. Just the brothers in their own echo chambers deciding to get rid of their problem. Now, I grew up as an adopted son of a mixed marriage. Ideological conversations were different in my house. People in the know would often stereotype my parents, putting each of their beliefs into neat little boxes. Family get-togethers were interesting depending on which side of the family we were visiting. Wait, I should probably clarify that I was raised in a politically mixed household. Though my parents lean different ways, thank you. Though my parents lean different ways politically, it was their love that helped me grow straight, tall, and well-rounded. And I'm not talking about this. There were no political echo chambers, and I learned that love and respect should govern discourse and disagreement, not hate and fear. Hatred and fear breeds violence and further discourse. It gives us an opportunity to dehumanize those we do not agree with. And as Jews, we know where that path can lead. We look to our Christian brothers and sisters for wisdom on this matter when we use the common phrase, turn the other cheek, from the book of Matthew. Though this can be very, very difficult. Turning to respectful, nonviolent, and peaceful strategies, while they can be extremely difficult to do, helps us to become better people. We give ourselves the opportunity to create true shalom, not only of peace between two people, but a clear understanding, a shalem, an all-inclusive understanding of each other. And it gives us a chance to further the practice of tikkun olam, of repairing the world. This expression of love can bridge gaps that we have created in society and bring us together. And it's my hope that during this next year, from this Thanksgiving to the next, that each one of you gets a chance, gets an opportunity to experience what love can do to overcome hatred and fear. Can you hear out sound? May this be God's will. Shabbat Shalom.